So this is the distance formula, and you'll see it in books where the x2 is first and the y2 is first. And I've reversed them because it's easier to go left to right for me. But it can be done the other way also. But if you start with the first point, you have to end with the first point, the x and the y. Otherwise, you're going to, well, in this case, you don't get bad answers, but in midpoint, you will. So it's a long square root, and we're going to put in the numbers. x1 is -3 minus 7, put it in parentheses, squared, plus 4 minus 8 squared. Calculators. Let me tell you something. If you have an old calculator, which there's only one of, I would do the guts first and then square root that number. Okay? So, but you can do it this way too. You can hit your square root, but remember to do this. Put a parenthesis, you especially. I don't know about the other guys, but you need to put the parenthesis. So parenthesis, parenthesis, -3 minus 7 squared plus 4 minus 8 squared parenthesis. And then I like to just hit enter and then square root the answer. So square root second answer. Do you know how to use the second answer button?
Yeah.
So when you key that in, you get 10.770, and you want to go to 1 decimal place. So you build your wall after 1, and if this guy is bigger, you go on to 10.8. And that is your final answer. We talked about the midpoint being the average. I think I talked about that one day at the beginning of, for some reason. So when you're doing it, it's the average of the x's. How do you find the average of something? You add them together and divide by 2. And average of the y's. And this is a point. So your answer is going to be parenthesis 4 comma 6 or whatever, you know. It's a point. So let's see, we're finding the midpoint of -7, 4, and 13, -6. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. So it's average of the x's. What is -7 plus 13? Divided by 2?
3.
That's your first number. What is 4 plus -6?
-2.
Divided by 2?
2, or -2, or -2, yes, right?
-2 divided by 2 is -1.
Yes.